Hello and welcome, beautiful Rose sisters, to our call today. It's so good to be with you. I just can't tell you what a joy and a pleasure it is, really, to be with you here, partly in celebration on my recent retreats to the south of France and Glastonbury that were quite the initiations. We prepare and we are consistently in our devotional practices, whatever those are, spiritual practices, our quest, our deepening into knowing ourselves, right? Know thyself. And we are constantly being presented with opportunities to grow and to deepen that relationship with our soul. And I really, what's been pressing on my heart for many years and is coming back to the core of what I call my high priestess, which is really my authentic divine blueprint. That is your authentic frequency, and it's the highest frequency you can hold. And I refer to her as my high priestess in my own language. You may refer to her in another way, and that's awesome. So, thank you for coming today and being here live with me on our Magdalene High Priestess 999 Phoenix Prayer Ceremony. I had hoped to do this on the 18th, but when I returned back from my retreats, my body was quite still in a lot of processing of light energy, walking in the accelerate excuse me, the very potent fields in ley lines and rose lines in the south of France and then in a Glastonbury is no it's no small task. It definitely takes you on an inner initiation, an inner pilgrimage, and the light helps to really crack us open, if you will. Cracking us open is very important because on your spiritual journey, so that you can really drop down into those deeper layers of getting down to where we're still holding trauma, we're still holding unhealed wounds, whether they're ancestral or person, where we can continue to excavate, if you will, deeper into the subconscious, deeper into the body to really help, ourselves to bring up what's unconscious to become more conscious. So we do that with certain spiritual tools as well, like the Akashic Records is another very powerful tool that I use. I've taught others how to use it, and or just being out in nature or doing ritual, doing ceremony. There's a number of different ways that we can approach this. I'll be speaking more about that later at the end of our presentation with a new course that I'm developing, an opportunity. And if you'll stay to the end of the presentation, then I will drop in a gift for you for staying. And I just wanted to point out this new image here of the phoenix rising here into the eye of Sophia here, which is the eye of Sophia is opening up deeper within our brain, the Trinity between the pineal, the pituitary, and let's see what is the hippocampus, I believe it is. It's called like the eye of Brahma. So this is part of higher light awareness and higher light consciousness that we're being able to break into these deeper aspects of us that we have not been able to experience in a long time, in many, possibly thousands of years. So since the fall, certainly around 12 or 13,000 years ago, the fall of the goddess. So I want to welcome to our live call today, Suzanne. Good to have you. Tasha, good to see you. Welcome. Yeah, thank you for that heart. Hi, Suzanne in Germany. Hi, Raylene, who is here with me and who's in Arizona. Harmony in Korea, and Bonnie in the UK. So thank you all for joining me today live. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for the heart, Raylene. Feel free to type any questions or comments in the chat box during the presentation today, and I'll be sure to answer those throughout the call. If this is the first time you're joining me to one of my online community events, welcome. I am your goddess guide, your temple guide. Laura Mavenstar is my spiritual name. And I'm the founder of the Get Your Goddess Groove On community and the Light Leaders Academy, which is my original core founding for the Akashic Records work that I do. in the Mary Sophia Rose Temple Arts Circle. For a long time, since I was a young adult, around 13, my vision and my heart has been to hold the frequency of peace within me and to help others to find that frequency of peace, or the peace, you could say, really the frequency of heaven, right? Becoming the bridge in the channel between heaven and earth. So I'm an ordained shamanic minister, a master Akashic teacher, and an oracle for the divine feminine Christ and channel for Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary, Yeshua, and other ascended masters came to me in 2017. Let's see, we're going to move past this music and maybe we can come back to it later. Welcome to our Temple of Love, and I just invite you now for the next 90 minutes to get relaxed, have some water. Be sure to have a pen and paper or journal. You might want to have to take some notes if you receive some some messages. I've already lit a candle on the altar behind me. I always light a candle that designates bringing in the light. And just set your intention today of what it is that you want to receive today during our special time today on here. So in just a minute, we're going to open up the sacred circle here and invite in the light guides. And I'm going to guide you through a prayer to clear your chakras and central channel as well. In your pyramid of light today, these are some of the tools that I teach in my courses and my classes that we're going to be utilizing today on here. So just quickly, just a quick overview of what we're going to do in our time together today is I'm just going to give you an overview of the rise of the High Priestess and the Phoenix Christ Flame, just a brief introduction of that and the importance of that coming in here in 2026 that's fast approaching for the rise of the High Priestess. And if you are attracted to my work, then you are definitely being called to awaken and remember your high priestess, but not just at the level of the mental realm, but to actually do the inner work that is required to heal the emotional body, the mental body, the physical body, the spiritual body, so we can access the etheric body of light, which is the fifth element, which is the cosmic higher realms that we are beginning to see come into the planet. This year has been a very powerful year for those cosmic forces and energies that are really primordial to begin to come back into the earth, and that we are assisting Mother Earth, right, to anchor and become those kind of lightning rods, if you will, to attract the magnetic and the electricity, if you will, in our divine blueprint, the Christ frequency being turned on within us. We're going to do a Archangel Michael 3 waveform stabilization process for your Ascension journey meditation. And this is just to help to stabilize your energy bodies during the Ascension process. So this was a process that Archangel Michael gave me several years ago, and I've used it periodically in my courses and classes, and it was really coming in today to help to stabilize your field so that you can then be more prepared, if you will, in your vessel to anchor these really high frequencies that are coming in. And then I'm going to take you through a series of some short activations today. And this is all coming in with the first prayer in my book, Rise Divine Earth Angel. I don't know if you can see that here. I think it's hard to, oh, there it is. Rise Divine Earth Angel and Magdalene Sophia Rose Prayer Pathway of Ascension. So in my book, we're just going to touch on very briefly the first prayer is Heaven on Earth and anchoring the new Earth star. So it's a grounding prayer to anchor in the Magdalene frequency. And this really is so important to align and anchor your energy so that you can walk as the High Priestess again. And we'll talk a little bit about that. But these particular activations are all coming out of that one prayer in itself. When I began writing the book in January of this year, and 8 of the 9 prayers were prayers that I had downloaded in 2016. So that was like 8 years ago, right? But they didn't fully come alive. They didn't really fully come online, if you will, energetically until this year, 2025, with the return of the Christ-Sophia energies, and that began really in February of 2025. So my guides said now is the time to put these prayers out into the world and begin to allow them to help us to activate, align, and anchor the Sophia Christ frequencies as the hollow channels, right, in becoming the bridges from heaven to earth. Because without the divine feminine, without the return of the divine feminine, the ascension can't happen. And that's a very important and crucial piece of information to know and to understand why what we're doing is so important. And sometimes I get the feeling that people really don't understand, or maybe just hitting at the surface level of the priestess work. But really, the priestess work is actually when you begin to really dive into it and delve into it, and you begin to allow it to come up within your field, you begin to realize this is a very high calling. It's a very high calling. And not everyone on this planet has this high calling. There are those of us who are on a certain soul fractal, if you will. And I've been learning about this recently, the 144,000, some people call souls. And you could say that. I would say they were 144,000 monads, not individuated soul sparks, but they represent 144,000 different soul fractals or frequencies. Okay. So this particular Mary, Isis, Sophia, Magdalene is one of those soul frequencies on the 144,000. And really, our work is coming here to this planet to bring the light into the darkness. And we've been doing this not just on this planet, but through other Earths and other galaxies and planets. We go out as emissaries for Divine Mother, and we show others, we help others to awaken and remember that they are eternal beings of love and light, that they are pure and holy as well, and that they have an individuated blueprint and spark, right? We help them to remember that they are part of the eternal flame of life, and that they're not just this one body, and they're not broken and all the things, right? So this is very high calling work, and it's not for everybody. If you are attracted, again, like I said, to my voice, if you feel relaxed in my presence, if you feel relaxed in my voice, and several of you do because you keep coming back and you keep showing up in my workshops or courses or sessions, or so that means that you are highly likely part of my soul fractal, which is the fractal of the Mary Isis Sophia frequency. And as I said, we have this high calling because we're bringing through a purity here. We're bringing through a purity of the heart directly from the womb of creation itself. So think about that for a minute. We are bringing that pure frequency of the divine feminine, and we're bringing it down through many layers and many levels, right? All the way down into this very dense earth, right? And that's no small feat. And it takes dedication, it takes devotion, it takes a willingness to really do this sacred inner work, right? Of clearing the shadows and healing the ego personas and all the things that we do to be able to anchor in fully our divine blueprint of wholeness. And we are well on our path. We are well on our way. And I will say too that this is all very possible in this lifetime. Very possible in this lifetime for you to do this. And it's been part of my divine mission and calling since 2017 to remember and awaken my own high priestess journey, go through the initiations, because I have to walk the initiations. I have to walk through the fire myself. Otherwise, I can't authentically come and share with you. And that's what we're called to do in divine feminine leadership. Is it easy? No. Is it challenging? Yes. Is it rewarding? Yes. It's all of the above. So today we'll look at activating your Magdalene womb codes so that you can return and awaken to the Holy Grail. So you can begin the journey of anchoring your divine feminine wisdom into Mother Earth. And that'll be the first activation. The second is to activate your Ascension Code Gateway. So is a key holder of the Stargate, and you are a key holder, okay, as a priestess, to become that bridge between heaven and earth, anchoring in the new earth star. But that's not done just on a mental realm. When we do these activations, we're doing them on the mental, the emotional, the physical, the spiritual or soul level, and even the cosmic level. So we are including everything. We are including all aspects and parts, all of our light bodies, everything, including our physical temple, in this remembering, in this intention that we have. We will also activate the union code, Hieros Gamos, Christ of Divine DNA codes. And those codes help to unite your spirit into matter, into form, with harmony, with balance. They help you to begin to awaken that you're the holder of the Christed blueprint of the new earth, right? As the original Christ-Sophia template for the divine human on this planet is the 12-strand DNA we talk about. And being able to start your journey of just setting an intention with these activations, you're giving permission to the universe to say, yes, I agree with these activations, I align with these activations, and it is my intention through my personal will, through my choice, my free will choice, to begin this walk in this direction. Okay. So these are not to be taken lightly. Okay. They're not long drawn out processes. They're very short but potent, okay, and powerful in their intentions. Activate your mission and sacred service codes, activating your divine purpose as an earth angel and a light bearer in planetary ascension. So the term that my guides gave me in writing the book and when I received the prayers was divine earth angel. And that's why that became the title of the book, because divine earth angel can come in many forms and many cultures and from many backgrounds. And it's for women, it's for men, it's for everyone. It's a term that I guess is more neutral, and they didn't want me to use any sort of religious or terms or things like that in that. And then we'll activate your manifestation and Stargate code, which this helps you to begin to actively shift timelines and helps you to begin to transcend linear time, to align with the new earth star, because linear time is the third and the fourth dimension, but shifting to the fifth dimension means that we move beyond this sort of linear time, past, present, future construct, because that keeps us in a very narrow bandwidth of how we view our life, right? And so we're actually opening into those 12 strands of DNA. We're opening into our multidimensional expressions now to be able to live way outside and way beyond that linear timeline. And also to begin to initiate what we call planetary service to others per the law of one. The law of one talks about, and I do believe the law of one is very relevant to the times that we're in. We're brought in by the Egyptian Ra, king, ruler Ra, and talked about or brought in the law of one that applies to all of the universe and galaxies, which means that basically we as souls are going through these various initiations and learning experiences so that we can eventually graduate beyond the third and fourth dimension and move to the fifth dimension, which is the higher octave which is another Earth. It doesn't mean it's another Earth, meaning another planet Earth, but it just means on this Earth that you ascend into your fifth dimensional frequency based in divine love. And so that means that you've shifted out of being rooted in fear and living from fear and terror and all of those energies of the third dimensional experience. And now we've done enough inner work, shadow work, to drop those energies and be able to ascend and reset ourselves to live from the frequency of divine love and begin to have those experiences. All right, so we'll get into our call. Lane said Heroes and Ramos, is that also the male and female? Yes, Heroes and Gamos is the sacred union of the feminine and masculine, which happens within you first. So there are people talking about twin flames out there. There's not that many twin flame relationships in the physical yet. There are some, but for most of us, we are at the stage of our ascension. In my belief and my experience is that we have to go through the inner marriage of our own inner feminine and masculine first, right? Even before, and twin flames also are doing that while doing it in the physical, which can be quite challenging. So I'm going to invite you now to turn inward. We're going to go ahead and do our opening circle, a couple of practices to get you grounded before we jump into the material. So I'm going to invite you to just turn off your video for this part so we can really reflect inward, and just so that you can go inward deep within yourself, bringing all of your attention inward. I'm going to invite you now to bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your womb, which is the priestess position for all of these prayers. It automatically, when you're in this position, one hand on the heart, I put my left hand on my heart, my right hand on my womb, naturally, because we receive through the left hand, the feminine. So in this position, you can begin to gently place your hand or two fingers on the heart chakra, very gently and softly touching the heart. And we're going to take a few deep breaths into our heart chakra, feeling that connection, that softening with our heart. And you can even begin to visualize as you connect and tune into bringing your focus into your heart chakra with that gentle, loving touch, right? You can even make little circles on the heart chakra to help to gently awaken her, to remember her. And this is a form of giving yourself self-love, and just gently, just gently. And then I want you to take a few deep breaths here. And I want you to just to reassure yourself that you're in a safe space and container today to give yourself this time to honor yourself, to honor your journey, to honor your devotion to yourself, of remembering and awakening your truth. And just gently breathing in and out, just softening into the heart. And begin to take some nice deep belly breaths. Gently breathing in, expanding your lungs deep into your belly, and then just gently exhaling out through the mouth. Breathing in one more time. Exhaling out through the mouth. Letting any tension release from the body, any stress in the body. Noticing if you have any tightness in your jaw or your face or your shoulders. And now I want you to bring your attention down to your womb, the lower belly, and placing your other right hand on the belly. Just begin to gently, again, just with two fingers, just begin to gently make some circles on your womb, the lower belly, and just giving her some love, right? And with your hand, left hand on the heart, your right hand on your womb, you're connecting those heart meridians from your heart to your womb. And just gently placing your hand there for a moment, feeling the warmth of your hand on your womb. And of course, the right side of the body is the masculine, who provides the structure for the feminine to flow through. And now just continue to breathe gently and just allowing this very beautiful and natural connection between your heart and your womb. The heart representing the energy of heaven and the masculine, and your womb representing the energy of the feminine and the earth. And when the two begin to connect and begin to just run a golden infinity symbol between your heart, and in the center of your womb is a heart also. It's a doorway, it's a portal that opens as we heal the stored emotional trauma in our womb. We begin to clear those traumas and repressed emotions. We begin to open our womb to become open and free again. We liberate her. She's a stargate. And as we open this stargate, we begin to open up into new possibilities of birthing a new life. We can do that. We have that potential. So gently now, just imagining or feeling or sensing this beautiful golden infinity symbol running between the two hearts, just aligning your sacred heart and your womb together. And they are meant to work as one. As you heal your womb of the past trauma that we've carried as women, and if you've incarnated as a woman, you are probably still possibly carrying unhealed trauma and emotional wounds in your womb. Of course, men also in the horror line. So breathing in and just noticing in your body, how does this feel? Is this feeling bringing you into a deeper level of presence and stillness and calm? If you'll notice, you're beginning to pull in deeper and deeper. And now opening your chakra to receive light coming down from the highest skies of the heavens, from the Godhead itself. And just opening up your crown to receive that pillar of light. And feel it now coming down through the crown, inviting it to come down through the third eye. Just a stream of light coming down along the spine, the central spine, the sushumna, spiraling around your 33 vertebrae. Feel it now coming down the back of the head chakra. Feel it coming down to the throat chakra. And just filling you up, filling up the left and right sides of your brain with this beautiful white golden light. Feeling it come down through the throat, the high heart, the heart. You might feel as it flows into your heart, opening, expanding. Maybe you feel your heart becoming lighter or wider or brighter. You can actually feel expansion and then coming down to the womb, coming down to the solar plexus, the sacral, and the root. Now taking a deep breath in and pulling that energy down on the inhale all the way down to the root, and exhale out, and then send that energy down through the earth star, and that stream of light now flowing down through all 7 chakras, through the earth star, and see it now going down like dropping a ball of light. So you can imagine a ball of light dropping down from the root chakra. So let's breathing in, pulling that light down again on the in-breath down to the root, and then exhaling that, sending that light as a ball of light down through the earth star all the way down into the earth. Seeing it, feeling it, intention feeling it going all the way down into the heart, emerald heart, crystalline core of the new earth, merging. And now as you merge and become rooted and grounded into the womb of Mother Earth, beautiful. And you may feel or see or sense your body elemental, your physical temple. Just begin to imagine your physical temple and vessel being held inside this beautiful cocoon of emerald green healing energy now inside the new earth. And then give your body permission, which is your sacred temple, to open to receive healing right now from Mother Earth. Receiving that healing. Just through your intention, you can do this because you're that powerful, because you are already sovereign and whole and complete. So you activate your power in this way. So just inviting all the cells inside of your body to open and receive the sweet nectar of unconditional love from Mother Earth, and just see or feel your body softening and relaxing and receiving this sweet nectar of unconditional love from Mother Earth, and then breathing it into every cell of your body, just literally breathing it in. It's all here for you right now. Breathing it in, that love, that nourishment, that gentleness, that grace, that light that Mother Earth gives us every day unconditionally. So just breathing that in, and do it with a lightness, do it with a playfulness, a gentleness. Just calling this energy of unconditional love now. Just breathing that in, taking in as much. This energy is, there's no limit. Seeing spiral and spirals of green emerald energy now landing into every cell and universe within your body and being. See these spirals of emerald green energy now. See them now healing all four of your energy light bodies. Healing not only the physical level, but moving out, healing the emotional level through the waters. And these little green spirals are now circulating through the waters and the blood of your body, because we're about 80%, right? Water. And these little green spirals are now, they're soaking up any dense energies, distorted energies, or inauthentic energies, or any energies of trauma or imprinting that are not authentic to you. And they're absorbing those energies and they're removing them now from the waters in the blood. And see these little green spirals now moving out into the physical, the mental, the emotional, and the spiritual or soul level around your aura, body, and being. And just with your intention, they're beginning to remove all that is not matching your authentic frequency of unconditional love. So just breathing that in, breathing that out now, feeling this healing going deep, deeper, and deeper through all 12 layers of your body and being, all 12 layers, all 12 of your chakras, opening up your DNA, drinking in this pure wave of unconditional love to awaken and to activate your 12 strands of DNA, and just bringing that in. And now just really become aware of your breath as liquid light entering into you, letting your hips open and relax, letting your womb drink in this wave of unconditional love coming up from deep from within the womb of Gaia, bringing it up through the feet, this healing wave, the ankles, the shins, the knees, the thighs, the hips, into the womb, bringing it up to the heart, up to the crown, And just keep breathing and drinking in all of this beautiful wave of emerald green light into every cell of your body and being. Receiving the healing, beautiful, the nourishment from Gaia, beautiful. And now I'm going to bring in a prayer just to clear your chakras and central channel. So I'm just going to read this prayer out loud, and I want you just to set your intention that all 12 chakras and your central channels will be purified, cleansed, and balanced to a continue aligning with your fifth dimensional field of unity and divine love frequency. So one hand on the heart, the other hand on your womb or lower belly. Using your imagination, I want you to see or feel a higher vibrating crystalline diamond platinum light. And it's coming in as a Trinity symbol. And you might see the Trinity, you might see it as a triangle, a pyramid pointing up or down, either way is fine. And just using your imagination, begin to see this entering into about 18 inches above your crown chakra. And it begins to move down each of your chakras. And as it moves down to each chakra, it's clearing, cleansing, and purifying and aligning your 12 chakras. So it begins above the crown chakra, 18 inches above the head, and allow it to move down through the crown, the third eye, the center of the head, into the throat chakra, the center of your heart, below the heart, the solar plexus, above the belly button, through the sacral, below the belly button, and into your root chakra at the base of the spine, and down into the earth star, cleansing, purifying, dissolving all energies that are not in alignment with your angelic soul divine blueprint. I open my God mind. I open my sacred heart. I call my God light into my vessel. I allow it to be. I ask for complete clarity, to see perfectly, to speak wisely, and to receive with purity. My vessel is pure diamond light and is now ready to receive. So be it, so it is. It is done, it is done, it is done. So as I say the words of that prayer, feel the subtle vibrations through the body. You might feel light. You might feel energy moving. You might feel bliss. You might feel lightness. You might not feel anything at this moment. That's okay. I want you to breathe that in and take that into every cell of your body and being. Beautiful. Now we're going to set up your pyramid of light healing chamber in Trinity consciousness. And this creates a universal quantum container, acts as your sacred container for transmutation, transformation, and helps to support your vibrational shifts into higher consciousness. It also provides you with psychic protection of unseen forces at play so that you can do your inner work in a safe sanctuary container that you can trust, you can grow, and you can evolve your frequency. So again, just connecting with your sacred heart, 2 fingers on the heart center, feeling your heart softening and opening within. Feeling a sense of warmth, tingling, or inner expansion. Placing your other hand on your womb or lower belly. And now playfully imagine through seeing, feeling, hearing, sensing, a pyramid of pure white and golden light begin to expand from inside your sacred heart center, growing from inside the heart, expanding inside of your heart center, Invite in your higher angelic self, your high priestess, to come in. Invite in your divine light guides to join you in this pyramid in your heart, to begin to come in, to surround, to enmesh their energies with your energies inside the pyramid. Your personal light guide, your healing helpers, to fill your pyramid of light, weaving together your pure light God particles along with your highest guides of light energy, and setting your intention to raise the frequency of your pyramid of light to the 5th dimension or higher. So just set your intention. My intention is to vibrate this pyramid of light to match and align the frequency of the 5th dimension or higher. And now begin to expand this pyramid so that your body, you're sitting inside of this pyramid, expand it outward, expanding it 9 feet around your body and being. So 9 feet in front, 9 feet behind, 9 feet to the left, 9 feet to the right, in all directions. And you can place a red rose marking the 9 feet in front, behind, below, above, left, and right. Beautiful. And just open, you're now inside this beautiful safe container of your own creation with your own energy merged with your highest light guides. And you can open, you can trust this space, allowing this pyramid of golden light, forming a cocoon of divine love and warm light around your body and being, right? 9 feet in every direction. You've now created this safe quantum container to do your personal inner work. You are safe, you're protected. You can open your heart and intuition, and with feeling your inner sight, seeing your senses, energies or images, right? You can clearly hear your highest guides and angels, ascended masters, healing helpers here. And now set an intention. I want you to set an intention that the only energies that are coming through to this pyramid of light are pure light of the highest truth, love, and light from creation itself. Only truth of the highest light and love, right? That supports your highest good and the highest good of everyone connected to you. And that everything else is repelled so that you are psychically protected. Beautiful. So breathing in, breathing out. And now I'm going to bring in this channeled message from Archangel Michael that he wanted me to bring. Michael, or Michael, some people say. And this is the Archangel that is in from a very high dimension. Okay, very high dimension. And so I'm going to ask that only that we're now connected into our pyramid of quantum light space, right? And protection around us, our cocoon, that we open up the top of the pyramid to receive a stream of pure love and light coming from the womb of creation, connecting to the original energy, the original pure energy stream of Archangel Michael. And we only allow that stream to come in that is pure and whole and holy. So I'm opening that up, and I can feel that energy pouring into my heart, into my body and being. We're going to ask this energy now to bring in a new level of safety and protection, right, into your body, your light bodies, into your 12 strands of DNA, into that cocoon of light. so that you can begin to feel, to begin to anchor and root in to your divine blueprint more and more, that you can begin to actually invite peace, more peace into your life. Release all negative energies in your life, to let go and let God handle these situations. Okay. So one of the primary important keys to remember now as we move out of the third dimension, we're in the fourth dimension, we're getting prepared to, what I say, hyper jump to the fifth dimension, is that now we bring in more of our God self, our higher self, our priestess. We invite in more light to handle these solutions, to bring in the solutions for the highest good. We give everything over to the light, right? We give it to the light. We don't hold it anymore inside of us like we did in a third dimension. We don't try to analyze or overanalyze into a solution. We don't stay stuck in worry and anxiety, right? We don't have our mind looping over and over or going into an obsessive looping pattern of worry, right? Anxiety and stress. We're now being asked to partner, and partner, right? Partner means just opening more space, okay, with your intention, opening more space in your body, in your field, which is what happens when you do the inner shadow work. You're opening more space for love to anchor in on every level, and to let love and light to bring the solutions and the healing. Ask and receive it. Have faith and open your eyes to see your own inner light first. So as we focus on the inner light within us, we focus within that eternal flame, rose flame, that burning flame that we are, eternal truth. This flame begins to grow, right? As we place our energy, what you put your energy on grows. So as we place our energy on there, on that inner flame, eternal burning flame, it begins to grow, and it begins to guide us through the darkness, even into the unknown. And then we can begin to release the focus on the darkness, for it doesn't serve us anymore, right? That's in the third dimension. We focused a lot on our shadows, and I'm not saying that we're not still doing shadow integration. We are, but we've shifted our focus from, because if we focus on a problem, right, then what happens is it can take us into growing smaller and feeling disempowered, because we focus so much energy on the problem instead of opening to the light and shrinking the problem, and the light in the space of love becomes greater and greater, right, around us. And so we can begin to now focus and open up to being filled with more golden light of peace, joy, and happiness. We want to focus here. So how do we achieve this? Through our own free will. Your own free will. No one can make the choice for you. No one can do your inner work for you. We all are called to do it, and we all have this ability to choose, no matter what's going on around us or out there, in the privacy of your own home, in your own sanctuary, in your own heart. We can choose light in every moment, turn away from the negativity, and allow our heart to guide us in making choices based on love, not fear. So when you do feel fear coming up, because it will, you will get triggered. We're still getting triggered. We're still going deeper. We're still feeling fear coming up, right, from time. We stop and pause in that moment. One hand on heart, one hand on womb. Bring me back into the light of my own heart now. Thank you. It is done. Breathing out and releasing the fear or the darkness. And then breathing in light. Literally breathing it in on your breath. And as you breathe in, you can breathe in that healing light, like a liquid light, into the body. into the cells, inviting more light to guide you in every moment of your life. And we can begin to trust that our inner light knows the way home. And this is your best protection, to live in the light of your true soul vibration of divine love. Okay. And this is all coming from Archangel Michael. So now we're just going to bring in the 3 frequency waves of stabilization. And I channeled this from Archangel Michael. 3 waves of stability for ascension with the golden infinity wave. So we're first going to start with anchoring in the frequency wave number 1, which taps into the Mother Earth harmonic wave pattern to ground your body to the earth, grounding all 50 trillion cells in unison in this light wave frequency of support for your physical body. So this particular first wave helps to ground these new frequencies into your physical body to harmonize with the Earth's core for stability in the ascension process. If you're not anchored and rooted into your physical body, your chakras, the root chakra, the Earth star, it's going to be challenging for you to bring in and activate the upper 12 branches of your celestial tree. So I want you to begin to feel, see, or sense this wave running horizontal to the body below the ground. It's now running at the level of your Earth Star chakra. And you might see it, feel it, just know it, hear it, sense it. It's now vibrating like a horizontal wide band frequency at the level of your Earth Star chakra below the feet, deep into the ground. And I'm just going to bring in some light language to anchor this in, to coming in through Archangel Michael. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. So breathing in, breathing out, and just now feeling in your body any sensations, any sort of opening or relaxation. I can feel the cells in my body responding, shifting, relaxing. They're vibrating in this now wave pattern. This wave pattern now providing this stabilized frequency and field to support my physical body, right, into rooting and anchoring into the new earth. So taking a deep breath in and just noticing what you notice. That's all you need to do. Just notice. We're going to bring in frequency wave number 2, which is support for the emotional body. So our emotional body support depends on the harmony of this wave moving in and through the central channel of your heart. And these harmonic frequencies moving in and through the heart chambers begin to pulse outward into your aura. They begin to expand your magnetic fields into higher levels of consciousness through the 0 point field, which is known as the tiny space of the heart, which is also a portal of supreme power as you learn to process your higher mind thoughts through this hologram of creation. And your own Vesica Pisces is the womb for your co-creations with heaven as designed by your soul's plan. And we did the earlier meditation, again, aligning our heart and our womb to become one portal of higher creation, right? So your higher self works in harmony with this wave to ensure your ability to co-create using the new light frequencies so they're maximized for full potential. And this wave runs horizontal to the body at the level of your heart chakra. And it's intersecting at the 0 point field. So it's breathing in, breathing out, placing both hands on the heart chakra and beginning to feel the heartbeat. And just begin to feel the heartbeat in your heart. Breathing in, breathing out, and now activating that second wave and frequency deep within the 0 point of the heart. bringing in that harmonic frequency. Beautiful, anchoring in the heart space to receive the higher heart frequencies, anchoring in the 0 point field. So it's breathing in, breathing out, and then we're going to bring in frequency wave number 3 from the crystalline rays of Source Creator and the new diamond light frequencies to begin to work in unison to harmonize your divine mind, your sacred mind, located in the middle of your brain, this higher center of knowledge, activating the harmonizing of your sacred center. The golden elixir flow of sacred oil begins to descend into the body. You can begin to feel it or sense it or see it circulating, activating your 12 chakra systems to support activating and opening the 12-strand DNA of the Christ-Sophia human template. And now this wave runs horizontal to the body at the level of your 12th chakra, which is sitting about 36 inches above the crown chakra. So just feeling that or connecting in with that third horizontal wave. Now I'm just going to ask Archangel Michael to activate this third wave of stability at the level of the 12th chakra. So breathing in, breathing out. You might feel energy, more of an energy flow coming down into the crown chakra. I'm feeling an expansion in the crown chakra. I'm feeling a lot more light now flowing down. It is a beautiful, more luminous, crystalline white light beginning to flow down the back of the head into the neck, into the Sushumna, spiraling down through the 33 vertebrae. And breathing that in, I want you to breathe that in all the way down to the root chakra at the base of the root. Breathing that in. Beautiful. Allowing it to anchor and to align. Beautiful. And now, when 44% of your light body, your higher is activated, your higher self gives the instructions, your commands to begin this next phase of your ascension process. So we are now in this process of phase 2. Actually, we're entering phase 3, but it does require us to continue to release any remaining density of trauma in the body, to clear and dissolve from our cellular memory, tissues and bones and organs. And it requires deep self-reflection and openness to see, feel, and experience whatever we've denied, repressed, or hidden. So Archangel Michael said light warriors are ready to assist those who are ready to move into this stage. Your higher light teams of ascended masters, dark councils, and angelic kingdoms are ready to assist your process for clearing out these remaining dense energies. So ask for support, create your pyramid of light, and just surrender to the process. So breathing in, breathing out. So that brings this part of our channel process. And from Archangel Michael, you can slowly begin to come back into your body if you want. And I know that was a long process. Wow. And we're going to just for a minute go notice in your body, what does it feel like to be a living conduit between cosmic womb and earth mother, Sophia? And where in my body do I feel most strongly sense this flow of divine love flowing through me? Maybe you feel it at the crown or the third eye or the throat or the heart. Maybe you feel it in the lower chakras or somewhere else in your body. And just take a moment to notice how you're feeling now before the process and after. Do you feel more open? Do you feel more relaxed? Do you feel softer? I know I'm noticing my nervous system feels a lot calmer. I noticed that the first wave of stabilization really helped me to anchor my physical body into a deeper state of relaxation, which is what we want. Okay. So I'm just going to pop back up for a minute here to talk a little bit about the overview of the rise of the High Priestess and the Phoenix Christ flame. And that what's important to know about this right now is that the next 4 months or the remainder of 2025 of this year, all the planets are going into more retrograde. And even with these two powerful, very powerful solar eclipses we just had here, right, in September, very powerful to open us up, to get the body to open, to crack open like an egg, to allow the light in so it can do its work, to begin to excavate deeper and deeper into the unconscious, the subconscious, the body, to help us to release this baggage of density, of trauma, of shadow, of shame, of guilt, of unprocessed rage. We have to literally process it all. We have to come into a space and a place of acceptance of even the pain that we've been through, even the pain, even the difficult journeys, the conflict, the chaos. We have to come back into this place of accepting it all with divine grace or neutrality or compassion, so that we can then come back fully into our divine authentic blueprint. So for the next, really up until February of 2026, we are being given a second chance to do this inner shadow work, right? To go deeper and to excavate. It's not like we have to become 100% light. Eventually we will be there, but it's not really a linear thing. It's not like that. It's beyond the mental mind. It's more of a spiraling deeper and deeper to get to the root of the, even beyond beliefs. We're going deeper than beliefs now, going back to the root that created the traumatic experience, right? That created the trauma in the first place. Those experiences we went through as a soul, as a human, to completely uproot those and to completely release the pattern, the imprinting, the trauma, the karmic bonding, right? The soul bonding, all of it has to go. So we can reach at least 51% light, 51% light, around about that, to move to the higher octave of the new earth. So in 2027, according to the founder of human design, humanity will be shifting into a whole new energetic dynamic of what I consider the new earth octave of love. And what we're preparing for is to become creators for our individual blueprint, our individual flame and spark. So we can't carry with us any more of the old victim energy, right? The triangle energy of the victim, the hero, and the, what do they call it, the prosecutor. That's not right. The victim triangle, right? We have to dissolve all of that. And we've got to come back into our high priestess power. So 2026 is the year of the return of the high priestess, meaning that you are now aligned, right? And embodying that high priestess energy of your authentic soul blueprint, right? Maybe not 100%. I don't think we can see it that way. That it's not about this false perfection thing. It's about just being in your intention, right? Your intention that you align, you anchor, and you embody with that divine authentic blueprint of your individual spark. And then you partner with source, or partner with your soul in your heart, to lead the way, right? You drop the egos, you drop the ego personas, the mask, and you can now live more from your authentic vibration. That's what's going to be what we're going to be moving into in 2027, and how things are going to become very different, how we manifest our own, take care of all of our needs, right? We're taking care of all the needs of our body, our spiritual needs, our emotional needs, our mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual needs. So the previous ways of being, the cross of planning, it was called, is ending, okay, in 2026. And that was all about the bargaining, having a family unit, and I'll be the wife and I'll have the children and I'll raise the children, and you is the man goes to work and I'll be the provider, those type of bargains, contracts, and agreements. So all of those are going away. I'm not saying this to put you in fear but it's important that we know, it's important that we continue to live in more and more truth so that we can have a choice of, we can keep choosing. We all know that there's a spiritual war going on. It's very much in the invisible world. There's a lot of invisible energies around us all the time. Some that are positive and some that are negative, right? This is just when we grow up and we begin to come out of the old, I call it the Cinderella fantasy world. I'm going to be saved and there's a savior and there's a white knight. That is, we grow up, we find out that's not true. We are our own savior. We are our own light. We are our own hero, if you will. And so it means we have to face some hard truths sometimes, right? But also knowing that we are supported and loved along the way, that we have support all around us. We just got to focus on support, strengthen that connection to our divine light, that eternal flame flowing through our body that wants to flow without any obstructions or obstacles anymore. That's life living through you. That's your divine authentic blueprint living through you. That's where we're going. That's another way of describing the new cross of the phoenix coming. So the Magdalene Grail flame is really this inner sacred fire of the Holy Grail and the living essence of the divine feminine that's awakened in union with the Christic light. So the eternal flame of the rose lineage was born through Mary Magdalene's embodiment. She was the one who came in the earth plane, right, to be the grail bearer of light. It's the womb, heart, voice trinity of sacred feminine wisdom, meaning we have to open and clear and heal our womb, our heart, and our throat chakra. Throat chakra is at the level of your fifth dimension. And it's the alchemical union of divine masculine and feminine within the initiate. That's you and me. We're the initiates, right? And then it's our soul's remembrance of divine sovereignty, that we're already sovereign. We already have the compassion to step into sacred service. Yeah. And that we have all of this and it already lives within us, right? It's a living these are living frequencies that we are remembering and activating. They're frequencies. Okay. So this is the flame we all have, right? The eternal flame of the rose burning within us. It can never be extinguished or blown out, even in darkness. It's the flame of transmutation, devotion, and even divine erotic holiness. And it is the flame that's passed in silence from Mary Magdalene to those of us who choose love above all else, right? So when we choose love first for ourselves, self-love, right? That's the first step. We have to choose self-love. And yes, that's a journey and a process. We're doing our inner shadow work. We're doing our inner journaling and all the spiritual tools. We're not spiritual bypassing. We're taking time to learn how to heal the triggers and the wounds, release the karmic bonds, and to come back to into our authentic frequency, right? Excuse me one moment. My cat's clawing at the door. I'll be right back. I'm just going to let her in. We'll take a breath, drink some water. Okay. Okay. So any questions or anything, put into the chat box. I haven't seen any come in. Okay. So we're going to move now into the multi-gate activation meditation. And let me just check in for a moment in the chat box. Okay. I'm not seeing anyone there. Okay, are you all still there? It's very quiet. Okay, Raylene said very powerful healing holy fire. Okay. It got so quiet there for a moment. I'm like, am I disconnected? All right, so let's move into the multi-gate activation meditation. So let me grab my notes and just take a deep breath. Take a drink of water too. Be sure to drink a lot of water, okay, after this call because it's a lot of activations. I trust you can handle it. You're here. You just trust that you are here, that you can handle this. And for your highest good, whatever it initiates or brings you into next is perfect for you. So again, I'm just going to turn off my video as we go through the activations piece. So this is the multi-gate activation meditation. I am the living flame of heaven and earth, and this will help to activate, as I said, these specific codes, okay, within you for your ascension and descension process. Let me just read the notes. Tasha, so powerful, still feeling transportation, Michael, and been trying to reach me for months. Oh, good. Wonderful. Thank you for sharing that, Tasha. Getting lots of chills in my body on that. Okay. So again, this is just going to help you to begin to activate your multi-gates, okay? And it's never always done in one activation necessarily or at one time. It's done individually according to what you're ready to receive and what you're ready to on your own individual. We're all on our individual walk in ascension. And it's so important to trust yourself and trust that you're divinely held and loved through the entire process. Okay? Because you are. And the more that you move deeper and deeper into these codes, into these transmissions, then the more you're going to feel, you're going to feel safer in your body. You're going to feel held. You're going to feel more peace, more calm, more relaxed. You're going to continue. And that's what the direction we want you to go in, right? Amidst all this chaos, that's not going to stop. It's going to keep going until we move through the eye of the needle. So we want to take care of ourselves. This is a form of self-love, okay, through the process of ascension and descension. Raylene said a lot of layers of density release, very old, grateful, beautiful. So let's now move, close your eyes. I'm bringing in Mary Magdalene, Divine Mother Sophia, and the Star Councils of Light. So I'm asking them now to move down and surround us. So we are inside this beautiful hologram. You are each in your own individual pyramids of light in a circle. We're in a circle. In the middle of our circle is a beautiful Merkaba. And the Merkaba is now beginning to spin inside our circle. Mary Magdalene is going to be conducting the ceremony at the center of the circle. The Sophia Christ light is now beginning to permeate and surround our circle. It's beginning to permeate through each of our individual pyramids of light. It's now raising the frequency of our circle. It's expanding our frequency to the cosmos and to the stars. We're now bringing in the star councils of light, who are now going to work with us individually through these activations. So just begin with some slow, deep breaths, just sitting or lying down in stillness. Just allow yourself to breathe in deeply. Left hand on your heart, right hand on your womb. And now I want you to speak out loud, repeating after me. I'm going to say this slowly. Repeat this out loud. I open now to receive the divine light encoded within my soul. I open now to receive the divine light encoded within my soul. May these keys unlock all that I am. May these keys unlock all that I am. I am ready. I am willing. I am now. Breathing that in, that energy, those intentions. And now the next part is anchoring in the Magdalene womb codes, anchoring the feminine light into earth. I descend into the rose womb of the earth, where all memory is holy and all creation is sacred. Now visualize a deep crimson rose blooming at the base of your womb and root. Beautiful deep crimson rose blooming. It's very multidimensional. Blooming at the base of your womb or root. Now I want you to feel the lineage of the Magdalene and all the rose priestesses gathering around you in a spiral. Either feel them or see them clairvoyantly, sense, imagine they're all here. Let your breath become round, spiraling into the belly. Continuing to breathe, your breath moving down, your breath of light. Seeing a spiraling light as you breathe, inhale and exhale that spiraling light like a liquid light, spiraling around your womb, your belly. And I want you to say or feel, so say out loud, I am held, I am safe, I am fertile with divine wisdom. I am held, I am safe, I am fertile with divine wisdom. I am held, I am safe, I am fertile with divine wisdom. Now see a rose gold cord anchoring you to the crystalline heart of Gaia. See or feel or envision, imagine that rose gold cord moving down from the womb and the root all the way down into the emerald heart crystalline core of Mother Earth. Now let your womb light bloom downward into the earth. So see your womb light from your womb shining down through the root down into the womb of Mother Earth. Just keep breathing and anchoring your holy vessel of feminine wisdom, anchoring that into the womb of Gaia. And now we're moving through the 4444 Ascension Gateway into the new Earth star frequency. I step through the gate of double mastery. I align with my ascended self and anchor the new Earth now. Now visualizing a diamond star gate opening above your crown chakra. A diamond star gate spinning with white gold light above your crown. Hear or feel the numbers 4444 entering into your field, bringing in the vibrational master code of Ascension. And you might even see the 4444 spinning inside, or feel it, or hear it, or sense it inside the diamond stargate. Now begin to step through it inwardly, turning and focusing inward into a field of crystalline earth light. It's like you're stepping through the stargate, however you create it, in your mind, in your heart, into the field of crystalline earth light, stepping into flowers, like a garden of Eden, beautiful flowers and waters, a beautiful sky of your own creation, your own beautiful garden of the new earth. And now I want you to say out loud, I walk now in the new earth. I walk now in the new earth. I remember the world I came to seed. I remember the world I came to seed. And remember and allow the divine frequency to bubble up inside of you. You are a master builder of the new earth temple. Feel it anchoring into the cells of your body and being. Feel the vibration becoming alive within you of this divine remembrance. See or receive a vision of yourself as the master temple builder. Allow that to anchor deep within your field, to awaken within you with clarity, assurance, confidence. Beautiful. And now say, I am the flame and the chalice. I am the light in form. Now we're going to bring in the Heroes Gammas and Krista DNA codes to anchor spirit and matter. Bring in your awareness to your heart. Again, placing one hand on the heart, one hand on the womb. Begin to visualize a white gold flame rising from your solar plexus, a white gold flame, and a rose white chalice descending from your crown. So a white gold flame coming up from the solar plexus, moving upward, and a rose white chalice descending down from your crown. These two meet in the heart, creating inner union in your heart. Let this spark activate your Christed DNA. See golden light spiraling through your spine and cells. So feel it or see it or imagine this beautiful golden crystalline light spiraling down through your spine into the cells of your body. And now I want you to say, I receive the light. I embody the truth. I receive the light. I embody the truth. The sacred marriage lives in me. The sacred marriage lives in me. And now you have anchored. You are the holy temple of union, and radiance has been anchored deep within your body and being. And now we're going to move through the Stargate into timeless divine service. So now say, I release linear time. I align with divine timing and the eternal now. I release linear time and I align with the divine timing and the eternal now. See yourself in a field of stars, floating gently between timelines. Just bringing this into your imagination or your vision, floating gently between timelines in a field of stars. A wheel of light appears, 12 spokes, spinning with numbers and symbols. This is your Stargate compass. At its center glows the code 40, which is a principle of service without ego, mastery without control. See that 40 glowing at the center of the wheel of light, your compass. And now say, I transcend limitation. I transcend limitation. I flow with divine intelligence. I flow with divine intelligence. And let this wheel now anchor and embed into your third eye and crown. Beautiful. Anchoring it into the third eye and the crown. However you want to do that. Feel it, see it, sense it, know it. And now you begin to walk through time as a servant of the eternal flame. And now the final activation, we're going to activate the call to sacred service, activating your soul mission and purpose work as a high priestess. And now say, I am here now. I am here now to serve the kingdom of love and light. To serve the kingdom of love and light. And this is the calling card of the Magdalene Rose Priestess of the Magdalene. Feel the light of all the previous activations moving down into your hand, your voice, and feet. Anchoring into your hands, awakening the hand chakras, activating your throat chakra, and even moving down through the body into the feet. Visualize a light sigil forming at your heart that is encoded with your soul mission. allowing this to bloom into the heart. Now placing your heart, so hands over your heart, and say out loud, I offer my being in love. I offer my being in love. I align with my true purpose. I align with my true purpose. May my presence be a prayer of peace. May my presence be a prayer of peace. And now listen inwardly, go inward here. We're going to pause, go inward. You may receive a word, a symbol, an image. And this is your soul's signature for this phase of your mission. So take a moment to receive that. So whatever comes into your mind first, that's your intuition, your soul's message. It might be a symbol, a color, a word, or words. Just receive that in your heart, imprinting it into your heart. And anchoring in, you are the torchbearer here to bless the world with who you are. You are a blessing. So be it, and so it is. It is done. It is done. It is done. And just say, I am heaven and earth aligned. I am heaven and earth aligned. I am ready. I am the light. I am the love. I am the way. Just take a moment to breathe in these integrations, to let your body absorb the light. And we'll just stop here at the end to take a few moments to journal and write down any visualizations, aha, shifts, what you notice in your body. As you receive, your intuition is expanding through these activations as well. So allow a few minutes for journaling here. Oh, so taking a few deep breaths, and I know that was pretty strong activations. I can feel them in my body. So just keep breathing and allowing them to anchor in and keep going down deeper and deeper. The final message is to embrace your divine feminine power. That's really the opportunity that's here for us, and rising, having the opportunity of which I feel a lot of us came for in this incarnation, who are on the priestess pathway, to remember, to awaken, and to fully embody our divine feminine power again, the Christ-Sophia. In this prayer, the Magdalene frequency, it activates multiple divine feminine frequencies from grounding, from the cosmos, from heaven to earth and the womb. So as we work with this particular prayer, we're stepping into the lineage of the Magdalene Rose priestesses of love and light service. We're part of the Isis mystery schools to access higher consciousness and ascension, and to remember and awaken the cosmic Sophia codes that we carry, which is divine light and creation. And mostly to remember and to help each other, support each other in this process of awakening and remembering that you are the creator of your experience, and that we can shift. When we shift our inner world, our outer world must follow. And to continue to remember and uplift each other, that as we align with love, that love will align with you. As we heal within, the world around us will transform. And that's really how I see what we're doing as priestesses on this pathway. I'm going to take a few minutes now. I know we've gone over the 90 minutes. Apologize. I tend to be a little, I seem to have so much to share to work on sharing more often. I just wanted to mention before we leave today and give you an opportunity for anything you want to share or ask questions about. You can type into the chat box, or if you want to unmute yourself, and we'll take a few minutes for sharing. And I know some of you already shared some beautiful comments in the chat box. Thank you. Raylene said a lot of layers of density release, very old and grateful. Come on in, Raylene.
I feel like personally, I'm writing it down, another Ascension Day, not just because of the nines. A lot of energies already here, but something's telling me that when you said something about the Earth Star, I've done a lot of work on that, but the grounding of it, it's just like it needed another alignment there with Gaia. This was really, really powerful. A lot of things got last couple of months, it's everybody on the planet actually. All these energies get released to find the way back to wholeness and source. I got a lot of help with that. I'll say something personal is that I think it's most women giving her away to men. That promise of coming in with the true love and the perfect mate and all that. I have a lot of relationship stuff in my chart, but it has to, yes, it has to start with you first, with your inner male and female. Actually, going back to divine love, divine light, say it that way. But then receiving the divine empowerment, they say power, but empowerment. And I feel Archangel Michael really helps, not just with that, but that's a big piece there. That we, yes, self love. Yeah, I get this thing with the womb with me. I resonate with that magenta, so it came up
Mm.
magenta, platinum, silver, and some gold. And well, it's like all these colors went, and I could feel Gaia really, you could say Earth, Tower, Gaia helping, like really helping us, healing us with Divine Mother, of course. It was a lot. It's very grateful. I am going to hear this, but I'm going to wait a couple of days and let it integrate. Yeah, it's like, it was a lot. But
Yeah.
thank you for all your work.
Yeah, you're welcome. Go through and let this sort of integrate. Yeah, and then you can come back and you can do it again or do sections again. You can always, you don't have to do the whole thing. Just choose if you want to, you can, or you can choose. I want to
Right.
do, I felt drawn to do this part or this part, then just follow
Mhm.
your intuition there. But these energies that are coming in are getting so powerful now. It's, we're all experiencing, and they're actually literally in, I mean, there's no more messing around here. The universe is not messing
No,
with us anymore. It's
no.
not, it's like you got to really get off the fence and you got to really get on it. And there, the time is short now. And we're be giving kind of a second chance through the end of 2025 into January, I think of 26, before we get another
Wow.
big
Yeah.
event coming in February of 26 cosmically. So this is a really good time to dive in and go even deeper
Yes.
along the pathway of ascension and descension. And thank you, Raylene, for your beautiful
Mm.
sharing and comments. And thank you, Tasha. So powerful, still feeling transmutation. Mikiel had been trying to reach me for months. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. And he reached through me to bring this in today for you and everyone here. It was very powerful. A lot here to digest, a lot to integrate, a lot to go back and revisit today. Before we leave, I did want to mention I do have a new course that I'm putting together. To be quite honest, I had launched it before I went to my retreats in South France, and I came back and hoping to have this on the 18th, but I was so still tired and exhausted. My body needed more time because our body is the final layer for the integration. Our body is the most dense. We had opened up so much light in our retreats, and I had my own personal initiation that I'm working through as well, and so much going on. I wasn't quite sure if I was going to do this. I wanted to bring something through that actually I've been formulating, wanting to create for a long time now. It newer and deeper levels, and using even additional new tools, that spiritual tools that I have not brought through in any of my courses before. So it's the I Am Soul. It's a 9 petal journey of the Magdalene Oracle. It's a reclamation of your sacred feminine wisdom and embodied leadership. And it will be a 90-day container. And I'll just flip over. I have been really updating still, honestly. I just updated this morning, more information. I really feel drawn to not only bring you the esoteric activations like we did today, right? The esoteric piece, the metaphysical piece, and the frequency piece, but I really wanted to bring in something new to help to land it more in the physical, on the earth plane. How can we do that? How can we bring it so it's not just like in the higher energies, not just at the higher chakras? We want to always come down to the lower chakras and to the womb chakra, to the feminine, which is the lower chakras and the womb chakra, to really anchor in the teachings, the frequencies, so to help you to really open and remember your authentic soul remembrance and true connection. So we'll be doing this through ritual, prayer, divine embodiment practices, to really help to open your heart, to allow your soul flame to lead, but also to complete your karma and dissolve any other ego shadow selves as well, so that you can really align with your inner high priestess and soul mastery and truth to guide you forward, to really anchor her in 2026. So this is really going to be like a living temple, like what we did with the pyramid of light. This will be a protected, safe field that we co-create together over the 3-month journey that you come to for support, that empowerment in the privacy of your own home, in your own space. So this will be it's not just a course, it's a living temple, okay? A soul flame it's a resurrection space. And really, it's a devotional online journey for people who feel, for those ladies and sisters, could be men who are drawn to the Mary Isis Sophia, the Magdalene, the Essenes, the Cathars, or any of the Rose priestess lineages, really. But I wanted to talk a little bit about what you receive. You'll activate your own rose body. So the union of divine love, wisdom, and presence. Connect with your oracle tribe, the star letters, and the temple of the 13 stars of Mary Magdalene, to ground the Magdalene Sophia flame in your life through your voice, through your body, and through prayer, to really help you to embody the ancient teachings of the soul love through the 9 I am affirmations. Reclaim your voice is so important to reach the 5th dimension. This is the 5th dimension, your throat chakra. So you can see out in the world where many people still have not awakened their throat chakra, their ability to speak their truth, their wisdom, or their ability to hold boundaries, their ability to say no. Very important for us as the high priestess to lead the way on that. And to step into deeper embodied leadership as a vessel of remembering this authentic frequency, and to strengthen your intuition and connection with your high priestess soul mastery. This is so important today with so many things coming in as we become galactic citizens of the cosmos. The disclosure is happening. It can't not happen. It isn't up to a human per se. It's happening per the divine will of heaven. It's happening throughout the galaxy and the universe. Everything is wanting to evolve. Everything is wanting to evolve to a higher octave of light. And this will be a sacred container to hold you in your soul alchemy process, to help you to go deeper, purify ego shadow selves, so you can reclaim more of your authentic soul energy and light. And as you do that, you become stronger. You become able to hold better boundaries, right? With strength and with compassion, detached compassion. And this is so important. I actually was tested on my own retreat. Didn't know it was going to be tested, but my guides allowed it to happen. They allowed something that was shocking and surprising to me, that it happened, unexpected. And yet I was able to respond. I was able to respond by rising above that frequency of chaos and confusion and interruption, and hold the field, hold the field of divine neutrality, right? To take back the field and be able to bring it back into a balance and into beyond the chaos and anchor it. Was it easy? No. Was it fun? No. Was it challenging? Yes, but I'm just being authentic in saying all that, that this is the real priestess pathway. We still have more events to come. We still have more chaos. We still have more confusion, which is part of the awakening. But it's up to us how we're going to go through it. Are we going to anchor into more calmness? Are we going to learn how to become a present vehicle rooted in calmness, in neutrality and compassion? So when these events happen, we don't get triggered into a reaction. We don't get triggered in dropping our frequency. We may drop our frequency, we may get triggered, but then we can come back. We're able to know how to come back into peace, into grounded awareness. We know, oh, I got triggered. Let me come back into my body. Let me come back into my grounded. Let me hold the field of neutrality. Let me hold the field of peace. Let me hold the field of calmness. And this is very important as the high priestess in the days to come, because we'll be the ones holding the field with chaos going on around us, right? Literally. So in this journey, you'll have 9 transformational modules, pre-recorded videos that you'll be able to do at your leisure each week. We're going to have an opening closing ceremony, live calls. We'll have 3 sacred Magdalene Rose live circle transmission in addition, so that's 5 live circle calls, including rituals, healing light language meditations, and question and answer time. You'll get a PDF Soul Love journal that will include Rose activation cards, which are like sigils, journal prompts to activate deep soul memory and healing. You'll get access to all of this on a private online temple space. And this is lifetime access, and you'll have downloadable journal prompts and integration tools. I'm creating a special bonus audio meditation, the 5-star Venus Rose Daily Ritual Reset, that you'll be able to do for your daily reset. I think it's going to be around 13 minutes long, not too long, just enough to help you to anchor and integrate. So this course is for you if you're called to the Rose Priestess Pathway, Mary Magdalene, Isis Sophia, Magdalene Rose, Essene, or Cathar lineages of light. And you feel the rising of the Oracle, of the Priestess, the Grail within you, and you want to be able to fully embody this angelic frequency. You may have a deep longing to lead from the soul and not the ego, which will be what we are transitioning into in the 5th dimension. You seek to embody divine love, not as a concept, not as a mental thing, but as an embodied presence that is real and powerful and authentic. And you're ready to embody your high priestess, authentic soul energy, live your truth, and activate your divine feminine creative potential, which is how you're going to be living in 2027, how we're going to be transitioning into in the beginning of 2027. You can take full responsibility for your pathway and choices, allowing your soul and heart to lead. And we're all learning how to do this. We're all practicing it, right? Not about being perfect. It's about just being in that, rooted into that authentic vibration, right? And remembering and then creating from it. And you're ready to go deeper, transmuting any remaining karmic energies or relationships or false self patterns and beliefs rooted in ego or fear. So as I said, we're taking this deeper than just beliefs in this container. We're going to go deeper to the next levels. You can commit to a daily meditation prayer practice or follow through on completing the videos and journal practices on your own. So I did want to mention I added this part, awaken, align, and activate spiritual tools and practices for deeper healing. And I felt this is important to bring this in so that you all know how we're going to be doing this, right? So I always work on 4 levels of soul healing: the mental, the emotional, the physical, and the soul or spiritual level. Sharing with you how to pray actively with intention and power, your sovereign power, not the way we were taught how to pray in church. If you were in church, this is a different type of prayer with feeling. And to heal with meditation, stillness, presence, and breath work. So be bringing in some breath work practices. Learn how to work with your Akashic records, quantum space, and light guides. So I do have a couple of different Akashic records prayers. I have one that is 5th dimensional prayer that we'll work with. So I'm going to teach you how to work with your Akashic records, because it's automatically opening up to the light, the flow of light and energy that you need to connect to bring in that potent and deepening that potent connection, having access to your records with clarity to receive answers and to work with your light guides and just to work with the light for healing. Also to learn a writing out memory process to heal your PTSD and trauma bond. So this is something new I have never brought in, but I do have a process that I feel is very important for us to get deeper into healing. We all have PTSD. Most of us have trauma bonds to heal. There'll be an inner child anger release exercise that we're going to do. I'll be doing a shamanic soul retrieval meditation with you. Very important to pull back a fragmented, out of time aspect, bringing that back into your wholeness, into your energy. Heal your emotions and identify hidden triggers with a collage art project is new. So I'll be giving you information on how to really at the beginning of our journey to begin as you gather deeper inner knowing on what your triggers are, what your patterns that are unhealed patterns of trauma, ancestral patterns, or karmic bonds, that you can work with art collage to bring this up so you can get a clear, big picture and insights on and identifying those hidden triggers and bring them up for healing. A nervous system reset relaxation meditation. It's so important to relax our nervous system to do this work so you feel safe. And then dissolve karmic vows, contracts, and bonds that are keeping you looping in old patterns. So this is where we've been incarnating with family members, let's say, or could be parents, siblings, aunt and uncles, cousins, whatever. Could even be friends, where we've been possibly re-looping for the last 700 or 800 years with the same people, repeating the same karmic loops over and over, which is really stunting our physical or spiritual growth. It's now time to fully heal those and come out, identify them and heal them so we can free ourselves to embody as the high priestess. We'll heal with sacred ritual and living ceremony, which is both, those are very powerful for healing, and help you discover more of your soul truth and activate your divine blueprint of authentic frequency, which we talked about. So, what you can experience is more of walking your true worth and radiance. Okay. Speak from your soul's authority, throat chakra. Feel your emotions as a living prayer. The feeling is the true connection with the universe, the cosmos, right? Our feelings are the true way we really connect with our soul. So we want to dissolve any unhealed emotions and open up to feelings, right? As part of the pathway. Learn to receive and love yourself first authentically. Learn how to lead from the wisdom of your womb and your heart as a high priestess. Remember, you're the temple, the oracle, and the holy grail in physical form. We want to activate your high priestess leadership to a new level of embodiment. And you may already be going through some of these processes, right? Heal your divine feminine wounds of the past that have been carried in your heart, your womb, your throat, and your body that must be healed. Those are the four. It's so important we heal our root, our womb, our heart, and our throat, okay, to open up fully. So we'll be focusing on that. To learn to surrender, have faith, and trust your soul, to walk in the unknown of what's coming in 2027, release karmic bonds, vows, and print stories and toxic relationships keeping you from full embodiment. So important that you find the strength of your soul to help you to step out of those, right? Literally, sometimes we have to physically move or leave a relationship. And it's not easy, but it's what we are being called to do, and we're being supported. And just to embody your angelic soul authentic frequency and heal through soul divine alignment, meditation, stillness, and choosing to live from your heart. So I've opened up the temple doors for those who feel a calling to this, and you may or may not feel a calling to this first launch of this. So there will be a very high value. There'll be a lot packed into this course, into this 3-month course. And if you're interested or want to learn more, let me put the link in here. You can find out more. Just going to I'm going to put it in the chat box here. So you have the link and you can go and look at it, take a look at it, see if it might be something you might feel drawn to. Let me put this in here if I can find. I don't know why it's. Okay, hang on 1 second. Stop the share because I think it's preventing me from. I'll put the link in here and then you can take a look at it. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me. You can email me. Let me put my email in goddessgroove at protonmail.com. If you have any, yeah, Raylene joined my course. Thank you, Raylene. I saw that last night and I'm so excited that you are
I
joining
was
this course.
I was guided like the okay. I'm into a lot of things, and there was something else, not competing with you, but similar.
Mm,
I've been a lot of us going through all these changes. I was not that I was not thinking straight. It's just everything is all over the place, and it just came in, and I did it. So I know I was doing it from the soul level and not a personality level. Yeah, just
Very
happened.
good. Very good. Very good. That's a very important point
Yes,
that you were able to recognize your
yes.
soul and your heart
Mhm.
speaking to you, your intuition speaking to you to join this course. Beautiful. Thank you.
Can
Tasha
I ask
said,
one more thing? One more thing. Since the Cather's energy isn't part of this, is there any way we can get not a clearing or some shifting going on around the whole thing of the Cathars?
it will
Anytime
be
we shift
part
up
of it.
to
It
that.
will be part of the
Thank
energy of
you.
the course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really important.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned it because that's why I mentioned if you've incarnated at the time of the Cathars 700 years ago, or a lot of us also at the time of these scenes, that was the time of Mary and
The other things,
Jesus.
yeah. Uh-huh.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
you might have a remembrance, a soul memory from that timeline or the Cathars, or it could be any timeline, right? It doesn't have to be those. You just feel this calling for those who feel ready. And you may or may not feel ready at this time. That's fine too. This course will be available
I
as
think that
well.
includes the Templars. I don't know why I'm saying that. Like
Yes, it does include
I
the
wasn't thinking about
Templars.
them until recently. It just came up. Maybe because you came back from France, maybe they're with you
Yeah. It
until,
does
maybe.
it does include the Knights Templars. I didn't really include them so much. I don't know that as many people will resonate that with the Magdalene and the Cathars frequency,
Yeah,
but
Magdalene.
some
Yeah.
people may, so I may add that. Tasha
Mhm.
said, thank you for everything, Laura and ladies, for the Circle of Light. You're so welcome. Thank you for being here, Tasha. And yeah, Harmony, thank you so much for everything. You're so welcome, Harmony. My pleasure. Thank you for being here. And thank you for all of your reflections and comments back. Thank you so much. And I welcome your suggestions, your comments, your feedback, because that helps me to also create these courses on what you're needing. But I'll just say that not that from previous courses, I just am introducing some new things that are a little bit more along the psychological level that I've been wanting to introduce, which includes the special writing that we're going to do that you're going to do at home. I'm going to teach you how to do that process for removing PTSD from the brain, in particular from the brain, the imprints, and opening up the brain into any compartmentalization that we've all been through that we still have trauma. So I feel like that's really important on our journey and ready to work with that. Doing an art collage is another really fun way to really work with your body, not through the mental level, but through the symbology of the soul and have fun doing it. And some breath work and yeah, introducing some new things to help us to go deeper and yeah, be more embodied and anchored. All right. I'll go ahead and close down the circle unless anyone has anything else. Just take a moment, one hand on your heart, one hand on your womb, and just for a moment expressing gratitude to Mary Magdalene, Yeshua, Mother Mary, all the beautiful ascended masters who were here, the star councils of light, our own divine higher selves, Archangel Michael. Actually, I feel Archangel Metatron here, Melchizedek, and others who are in the greater field helping us today to go through these initiations and these activations and who are here for you as well. So thank you. So appreciative for the help, the healing, the love, the support. Thank you to each of you for your devotion to your journeys and for being here today. And again, reach out if you have any questions or if you feel like someone might be interested in this that you know of. Would appreciate the sharing to get the word out. And thank you for being part of my community, and sending you all a big hug of love with light and love. Have a beautiful rest of your day or evening, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Okay, bye-bye for now. Much
Thank
love.
you. Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you.